remember the bell-bottom pants that we used to wear, and we would sew those lovely little patches, colorful patches in the bottoms of our pants to look really fast.
Oh, yes.
That was yesterday.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Ooh.
Merry Christmas.
Sorry, Wayne.
Anyway, this is today, and this is called baggy pants. Bright purple underwear flashed on the street, then disappeared in the blink of an eye. Elizabeth and I were smirking at a group of sloppy-looking young men as they lurched past our car. We were gazing about while stopped at a stoplight. Boy, I suppose you could say these guys were stylishly dressed for the times. I see a lot of young men dressed in pants that hang down seriously in the middle and appear to almost fall down. Wow, look at that mess, I said to my partner. Elizabeth grinned. Yes, I could swear those pants are going to fall down any second. And they did. The young fellow walking in front bent along to pick something up off the ground, and a blazing purple crack appeared, and we burst out in laughing. So nicely timed, we thought. But what was more remarkable was how the pants shot back up again, like some secret bungee cord, and pulled his pants, the wayward garments up. The group slouched off down the street, barely missing a stride. In my day, the ultimate of eye candy was to sew colorful patches into your bell-bottoms. Not today, though. I wonder how a young man dressed in those baggy pants could safely cross the street without some serious mishap. You've seen them, they have to waddle like this and keep going. I don't know what you do to run away from danger. You have to run. Anyway, there's one other one, if you want, very short, if you want it. Elizabeth felt that, let's see if I can get to it here, it's called The Offending Fly. Boy, it's getting a theme going here.
I was going to say, what do you mean by flying?
You recall the accident I had on stage. Elizabeth thought it needed some illumination. Well, I felt a slight breeze where there shouldn't have been one, and reached for my fly, but it was too late. The audience had spotted me. I had just made this undignified entrance while mounting the stage to read one of my stories to a new audience. It had taken me weeks to build up the courage to drive all the way to New Westminster, dream up a story to read, then mount those steps to the new stage. My heart was beating fast as the story host announced my name as the next reader. It was not an elegant affair, just a small group of new faces. A young boy told jokes as best he could. And a musician seemed to forget how to play his instrument, and then it was my turn to entertain the crowd. I thought it best not to debut my story about our failing bedpan, and chose something more tasteful, like raccoon pee pouring from the ceiling and landing on Mr. Peterson's soup. Yes, this would do nicely, I thought. I rehearsed my piece a couple of times in my mind, and then told my racing heart, calm yourself. All will go well, no need to worry. Suddenly, I was called on to give voice, and my shaky legs slowly carried me up to the stage. All eyes were on this new face, impossible buffoon, teller of great nonsense. Instinct seems to take over when I feel a breeze between my legs, and I tend to reach with a very quick hand to stop the offending draft. Not a good idea when mounting the steps to the stage. To my horror, I found the fly was down, way down. And worse, it was stuck. I tried to be dignified and turn my back to the audience. I struggled violently with a bad zipper. My hands shook, and in the end, I failed. Faces in the crowd grew gleeful. Yes, here was a real live buffoon laughing. I was dying, and they were loving it. Girls grinned, hands went to faces. I felt doomed. Suddenly, a desperate idea came to me, and I turned to face the crowd, and in a wink grabbed the fly again and gave a mighty yank. Salvation came. The zip went up. What a relief. And no one rose to throw me out. I apologized and said, I hope I'm all together now, and then commenced with the story about the raccoon pea landing in the soup. It seemed I made a bit of an impression, for I was invited to share in a poem circle after the show. It was great fun, very spontaneous. Someone started a few lines of a poem, and then it went around in the circle with people laughing and adding a few new rhymes to the growing story. I felt relaxed and felt accepted with a new crowd, and went home feeling quite pleased with myself. It seems a arriving with your zip down is not the end of the world. It just goes to show we're all prone to making mistakes, even on stage. I promise you, though, I will double check next time.